All right, folks, thanks for joining us for game number 2. Those of you who just watched the Diplomats take down the Guardians, we're about to see who wins tonight's second contest, the Mountaineers and the Reavers. And we get a trip right away. I didn't even see it. I was so excited about telling you about the Diplomats and Guardians game that we get a trip here. Looks like it'll be Jory going to the box for a minute 30. That's going to put the Reavers on the power play. Penalty comes 7 seconds into the game, 14:53. Face-off is away. Vagel controls, feeds the point. Here's Hetland. Hetland a shot, sipped out front, wide of the net. Rattled around the boards by Berger, held by Hetland. He gets another one towards the net. Madison to the point, Davidson, back from Madison, down low again. Andreas, the captain, plays it off the boards, back to the point. Davidson a shot, tipped, oh, just wide. Vagel still working on it, fighting against a Berger stick off the side of the net. Berger comes away with it and he rolls it back out all the way down. That's gonna run some time off the clock. Out to get it is McAllister. He'll tee it up for Davidson. 44 seconds left to go on the penalty. Reavers have to regroup here. Davidson first to it. Ahead for Madison, and the Reavers back into the offensive zone. Neeson and Madison trying to free up a puck. Neeson comes away with it. He'll play it off the boards all the way around. That'll eat up more time on the penalty kill. 15 seconds left only. Kalik now into the offensive zone. Take a look through a defender off a stick, and no opportunity there. Now Frederick from the point puts a shot on. Tipped and wide of the net. We're back to even strength. Jory out of the box. Madison hustles after a loose puck. Watched by Baker there. Jory keeping the puck in. A look up front and a save from Offit. So face-off coming up now out of the Mountaineers zone. Still 13:08 on the clock here, period number 1. A first period that is brought to you by Fargo Nerd Night. It's like a TED Talk with beer. 3 speakers present whatever they nerd out about while the audience drinks along. Check them out on February 15th at 7 p.m. in the cellar below the Front Street Tap Room, or at fargo.nerdnight.com. That's nerdnight, N-I-T-E.com. Be there or be square. Here's Baker now, the captain. Looks for an outlet. D to D for Neeson. Back the other way. Almost turned up ice by Curdy, but the Mountaineers control, if only for a moment. Flung back out to neutral ice. Baker has it here. Still control, trying to get through that neutral zone. Jory, watched by Curdy. That's Baker on the far wing. Baker struck it at the blue line and allows the Reavers to control. Here's Kalik now, 12:18 still to go, period 1. They'll shovel it in. It's gloved by Neeson. Baker to it. Baker spinning away from Curdy. Nifty little move there by Matt Baker. Plays it off the visor, I think, of Simeon. Lind, excuse me. And finally around the boards. Helding. Back for Savon. Now to Baker. They're still looking to break out. Having a little bit of a hard time getting through neutral ice. The Reapers have been good in that area so far. Here's Andreas. He pushes it back the other way for Ritter. Ritter in with speed. He's got Lind with him. Back to Lind. Oh, and he can't quite find it in the skates. Moved ahead. McGee. Oh, and it's stolen by Ritter, though. Logan Ritter back into the offensive zone for the Reavers. Swatted away by Berger. Held by Andreas. With a shot towards the net. Taken down by Berger. Berger off the glass and ahead for Saban. The geometry doesn't quite work out. Davidson recovers and moves it up ice the other way. Be out of the reach of any friendly sticks, so that'll be an icing call coming at 11:03. This icing call brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces the quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Face-off is away. A shot by Helbing is deflected into the end boards. Davidson recovers, moves it up out of the zone. Jeff Graham first to it, though. He'll play D to D for Berger. Berger ahead now for Helbing. Into the offensive zone, Mountaineers. Helbing looking towards the net. Block there, centering Jory. Almost a redirect there, but hanging with it is McAllister. Madison poking it out of the zone. Here's a 2-on-1. Madison with Vagel. Madison in, looking for Vagel. Oh, and a nice defensive play by Cram to break that one up. Boy, Vagel was ready with that. Berger the other direction now for the Mountaineers. Berger in, working towards the net, gets a backhand around. Oh, and it's just wide through the crease to the point. Cram tries to hold the zone. He does. It bounces hard off the glass. Hetland here. Going to neutralize a little bit of space to work with into the offensive zone. Nick Hetland drops for Madison towards the net. Oh, and it's swatted away by Berger. All the way down. It'll go, though. Tipped it, says the official, though. Calic got a piece of it. He'll have to go back to pick it up. Under 10 minutes now, period 1. Reavers back through neutral ice. Vagel working against Baker. Baker coming away with it. Out of the zone, Baker hustling a 3-on-1 here. Baker in, he's got Isaac with him. Baker to Isaac, oh, and it's just out of his reach. Oh, what an opportunity there for the Mountaineers. Back the other way now. Here comes Calic for the Reavers through neutral ice. Calic in, puts a shot on off a skate boot of the captain, Matt Baker, into the corner. Played up the boards, Jory. Now for Neeson, as Neeson tries to work his way in, tying up with Madison. Out of the corner here, puck rolls free. Madison with a little bit of space. Rushed by Tompkins, forcing a pass rink wide. Frederick moves it ahead for Vagel. Vagel is going to sling that one all the way around. And to the points. Put away by Calic, no, by Simeon now. Calic intercepts a pass into the offensive zone. They go. 4 Reavers down low. The puck banks around the boards. Jordan Lindy will flick it out of the zone. Racing after it is Kraft. Frederick cutting down the angle, though. No icing, says the official. Frederick tries to play it around. Micah Savant takes it away. But the centering pass for Lee doesn't quite work out. Puck into the corner here. Baker, shot blocked out front by Frederick. He's pressured by Lee, and he'll flip that one out of the zone. Racing after it, Vagel. Vagel in all alone. A shot swatted down by Offit, given away for Baker, and Baker regroups as the Mountaineers get set up. Here's Kraft. Neutral ice, off for Lee on the near wing. He tips it into the zone, chased down by Hetland. Kraft frees up a puck, centers. Oh, and Jory can't quite pull the trigger on the one-timer. Lee has it centering for Kraft, so that one off the heel of his stick as well. Hetland below the goal line for Davidson. Davidson watched by a couple green jerseys. He'll play it around the boards for Simeon. Stolen away by Jory, but stolen back by Ritter. Ritter weaving in on a backhand opportunity, but that one's wide of the net. To the point, Hetland with an opportunity down low. A give and go here for Curdy, knocked off his stick though. And it's back the other way by Kraft. Kraft. Kraft's shot below the goal line. McAllister, the goaltender, plays it off the back of Matt Davidson. Now Kraft, a little give and go for Jory. Reverse through neutral ice. McAllister speeding in, Ritter speeding in. Ritter in on a backhand. Oh, a nice save there by Offit. Berger goes off the far wing, taken away by Frederick. Jory recovers a pass at neutral ice. Tipped into the zone. Berger working towards the net. Berger's shot blocked out front by Ritter. Berger centering off a skate, and it bounces to the near boards. Helbing recovers. Helbing in, knocked off her stick though, back to the point. Graham works it towards the net, deflected twice and into the corner here. Calic with a look. Moving up ice, finds an outlet pass for Andreas. He'll dump that one in and hustle after it. Down low to get it is Cram. Plays around the boards, and that one trickles out. Calic will have to recover back at neutral ice. And the Reavers look to regroup here. 5:48 still to go. Period 1, and there it is. There's your first goal of the night. The Reavers score with 5:45 left in period number 1. It's a 1-goal lead. It's Reavers 1, Mountaineers 0. I don't know what that means. The guys in the truck are telling me the MX battery is at 0%. Battery low. I don't know what that means. Here's Vagel in. Vagel on a backhand. Shoots and saved off it. He'll get a glove on that one. I'm being told it's a mouse. That sounds familiar. A Logitech MX mouse, something like that maybe. At any rate, low battery here in the booth. We're going to power on, though. I still have the trackpad if I don't have the mouse. 5:24, still to go, period number 1. Face off to the point. Hetland a shot. That one's a little bit wide of the net. Berger's going to get to it out of the corner for the Mountaineers. Up ice for McGee. Bouncing over his tape. He hustles after it. Davidson back to it first. Matt Davidson out of the corner. Vagel. Excuse me, Madison back to Vagel. Can't quite make it work. Baker disrupting it for the Mountaineers. Flicked out of the zone, back to neutral ice. Davidson back up for Vagel. Little drop pass there for Madison. And he'll fire one towards the net, looking for a tip from Vagel, but not able to find any tape there. Now Neeson trying to work it out of the zone past Davidson. He does. Back out to center for Savant. Now Helbing. Helbing in. Winding. Firing. Oh, just a bit wide. Savant now with an opportunity towards the net. Neeson, but he's tied up by Hetland to the point. Baker puts one right on net. With a look, with some time, is McAllister. He'll let it play out. Sometimes you want your defensive pairings to grab it rather than just take a face off. Here's Vagel, now for Madison, back for Vagel, Vagel in, oh, and he can't quite get it past the pad of Offit. Jory recovering a loose puck. There's the Mountaineers back to center, Jory trying to work his way in, puck swatted off his stick by Madison. Under 4 minutes now, period 1. Puck recovered here by Davidson, finds Curdy on a stretch pass. He's watched by a few different Mountaineers though, and they'll turn the puck back the other way. Baker now in an offensive zone for the Mountaineers. Weaving through one stick, putting a shot on, save, and a rebound loose. Oh, a save again by McAllister. Puck down low. Baker working against Ritter for it. Jory stepping into support, and the puck rolls free. All the way around to the point. Neeson trying to get to it. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Reavers. Into the zone. Oh, and a nice defensive play there by Nick Isaac to break that one up. What a great play by the Mountaineers. Oh, turn back the other way. Here's Calic on an interception. Calic in, all alone. He puts the shot on, pad save off it. Rebound. Oh, but no one can get to it quickly. Here's Curdy now. Curdy working his way in. Another save from Offit. That one to the far boards. Shot on, but blocked by a skate. Clock down to 3 minutes, period 1. Frederick has it. He'll give for Calic. Shot on. Offit has it. Right in the old pads. He'll squeeze them together and get a whistle. Face-off coming up now out of the Mountaineers zone. 2:52 still to go, period number 1. Face-off is away. Here's a shot from Curdy, and that one gloved up by Offit. So we'll do it again. Hey, don't forget, folks, in addition to the league, the Fargo-Moorhead Adult Hockey Club also provides drop-in adult hockey opportunities and a novice league, a more recreational pace. Something fun and exciting for everyone. You can check out all those different opportunities. We're always looking for new players, so if you're looking for opportunities to skate, we'd love to have you. Just check out fmahockey.com for more. That's fmahockey.com for more. Cowlick ahead for Frederick now, stolen away though by Tompkins. Tompkins spins away from Frederick, moving it up back for Isaac. Mountaineers into the offensive zone. Isaac watched closely by Cowlick, and the puck poked back to neutral ice. 2:20 on the clock here, period 2, as Cram gets set up. They'll play it off the boards and ahead for Isaac. Now back the other way. Berger has it out of his own end with a lot of time, a lot of space. He'll set something up here, trying to find Tompkins on a stretch pass. Tompkins can't handle it cleanly. It allows McAllister, the netminder, to sling it back out to center. Now Ritter working his way in towards the net, shovels a backhander there. Save from off it, and the puck rolls around the boards. Jory collects a loose puck, and it's back up ice for the Mountaineers now. Into the offensive zone, Jory delaying, spinning, dropping for Helbing. A shot, but through traffic wide of the net. Berger, a shot hard and on, saved by McAllister. Berger holds the line, he works towards the net. Oh, Berger, a shot, another save by McAllister. Puck loose off the top of the net, bouncing loose below the goal line here. Hetland recovers. He's pressured by 3 green jerseys. He'll chip it out of the zone and at least take away the pressure. 1:16 still to go here, period number 1. Mountaineers regroup and head right back into the offensive zone, but just a bit too early, says the official. So we'll do it again. Face-off coming up at neutral ice. 1:10 left to play, period number 1. Hey, check it out, hockey fans. If you got a question for us up in the booth, just send us your questions in that YouTube live stream chat, and we'll answer them after the second intermission. If you got something, question on your mind, question in your brain, let us know what it is in the YouTube chat, and we'll get you some kind of answer here after the second intermission. Puck knocked back into the Mountaineers zone here. Neeson back to get it. He's watched closely by Madison, turned over. Vagel has it. Madison right out front. Andreas on the back doorstep. Vagel trying to work towards the net through one stick, but taken away by Baker. A nice spin move there by the Mountaineers captain. And with 45 seconds, he heads up ice. Savon with him. Baker a shot right into the glove of McAllister. And face-off coming up now to his right. We have 40 seconds left to go in period number 1. Here it is. From the point, Neeson a shot blocked out front. Savon working to free it up. Back for Neeson. Down low for Kraft. Kraft a backhander, but the net jumping off. And not that it mattered anyway because the shot well over the net. In any case, we'll get a face-off here. 29 seconds still to go. Period number 1. Face-off is away, knocked down low below the goal line. Slung around for Davidson, 25 seconds. Outward pass for Bagel. Bagel in, he's got Madison with him. Knocked off the stick though, nice play by Kraft. Turned the other way by the Mountaineers. Jordan Lee, Micah Savon on the back door. Shot, oh, right through the crease. Savon not quite there early enough. Good opportunity nonetheless for the Mountaineers. Here's Kraft now, 3 seconds left. He's gonna run some time up off the boards. He'll play it, and that's going to do it for 1. So far in this one, it's Reavers 1, Mountaineers 0, but we got period number 2 coming up right after this. Stay tuned, folks. It's FMA Hockey. All right, folks, welcome back to Shields Arena from Fargo. It's FMA Hockey. Mountaineers down by 1 in this one. Reavers with the only goal so far. 15 minutes on the clock, and we'll do it period number 2. There's McAllister getting a whistle as he, what do you call it, pins the goal stick to the ground. That's one of those goaltender moves, I guess. At any rate, face off coming up here. Shot off the draw from Lee, and McAllister's going to glove that one. And we'll do it again. Face off coming up to his right. That one's away. It's out of the corner. Frederick bangs it off the net all the way around for Kallick. Kallick out for Vagel. Madison with him. Into the zone. Vagel, a shot sticked away by Offit into the corner. Madison has it. All the way around the boards for Vagel. Vagel calling for a pass at the point. No, he'll move it around. Back for Madison. Off the boards all the way around again for Kallick. Kallick evading one defender. Back for Madison from the circle. Is a shot blocked out front by Baker. Nice play there. Madison hangs with it. Tries to get it for Kallick, but it can't quite connect. Puck back out to neutral ice. The Reavers will have to regroup here. Vagel off the boards and ahead for Frederick. He'll tip it in. Baker will steal it away, though, for the Mountaineers. Baker and Frederick battling for puck. Frederick frees it up. Madison able to get a shot away. Vagel on the back door, tied up by Kraft, and he can't quite make it click. Kallick holding the line. Out front and loose off a skate boot. That one rattles around, taken by Saban. No, he overskates it. Madison pressuring here. Saban trying to get it out. He finally does. Back to the Reavers zone. Simeon off for Frederick. Frederick moves it up and ahead over the stick to Vagel. All the way back down to Mountaineers zone. Neeson has it here. Back for Baker. Turned the other way. Madison intercepts. Drops for Vagel. Spinning away from a defender towards the net. Looking for a tip, rebound, anything out there. Nice play, but it doesn't quite materialize. Savan spinning. Pressured by 2 different Reavers here. They finally force a loose puck. Madison to it. Works it around the boards again. Off for Davidson. Davidson down low for Vagel. Vagel right up front. Curdy with time. Puts a backhander. Oh, it's just wide of the net, though. Clock under 13 minutes now. Curdy working towards the net. Trying to get thinking about a backhand anyway. Instead moves it to the point. Ritter with an opportunity through traffic. Holy cow. A couple of Mountaineers diving to block shots, but the puck finds its way through. A pad save. Here's Vagel in all alone. No, excuse me, Ritter. Ritter's shot blocked out front by Baker. What a job there by the Mountaineers captain. Now Hetland, an opportunity. He puts one on. Stick save, puck loose, and diving on that off it for the whistle. Holy cow, the Reavers coming out firing here in period number 2. They've had a lot of zone time, a lot of puck movement so far. Still 12:28 left to play, though, in period number 2. Period number 2, of course, is not sponsored. So if you'd like to promote your business or event to our live stream audience, well, we'd love to work with you on air. Just email us at advertising@fmahockey.com for more details. That's advertising@fmahockey.com for more details. Here's Davidson ahead for Curdy. Now back the other way. Andreas, or excuse me, Lind. Lind now, Andreas. Andreas a shot tied up by McGee. And ahead now. Berger plays for Tompkins. In the offensive zone, Levi Tompkins in. Leading near the hash marks. Looks for support. Puts one on. Pad saved by McAllister. Puck to the corner. Jory now. Thinks about to the point. He does. Berger, a shot blocked by Ritter. Nice save there by Crom to keep that one. And that one is just a bit offside. So we'll get a whistle. Face-off coming up now at neutral ice. 11:40 still to go, period number 2. Face-off is away, D to D from Crom to Berger. Berger an opportunity. He's going to dump that in. Hard off the end boards. Kallick will play it up to the line. Held in, though. Crom fighting for it from the center red line, tipped away. Ritter now poking it free. Ritter in, tangling up with Berger. Berger's going to play it ahead for Cram now. Cram now to center. Jory trying to get in, fighting through a check down to Helbing. Out of the corner now, 3 Reavers swarm the puck. Frederick moves it ahead for Vagel. Into the offensive zone. Here's Vagel working at Berger. To the point, Calic holds. On net, a nice save by Offit. That one kicks to the far wall. Frederick recovers there. Loses his stick in the process somehow, but is able to at least kick it away from Isaac with his skates. Now Helbing, a shot, and that one bouncing loose. Cleared away by Frederick. Another opportunity there for the Mountaineers, but that one's just pushed wide. Off the glass and out and all the way down. Ritter might beat this icing call. He does. Logan Ritter beating the icing out, trying to center, but no one's there. No support from the team. Micah Savant first to it. Jeff Cram an opportunity ahead for Kraft, and Hayden Kraft hustles in, stops at the top of the circle, and Calic able to force a loose puck back the other direction. Savant loses an edge and careens into the boards, up quickly and after a loose puck. Taken away by Vagel. Vagel on a breakaway. Here's Vagel in. Vagel shoots, and a nice save by Offutt keeps that out. Madison on a rebound opportunity over the net. Reavers making a bid for a second period goal here. Isaac recovers a loose puck. He'll chip it over the boards for Kraft. Kraft has got some speed. He's watched by Davidson. Rink wide for Savant. Tipped just enough to keep it out of reach of Savant. And that one's played the other direction. Kraft intercepts. And here comes Hayden Kraft to the blue line, weaving into the zone. A shot, but right into the midsection, right into the glove of McAllister. So face-off coming up now. Reavers zone. 9:22 still to go here in period number 2. It's tipped ahead to the far wing. Oh, and no one able to get a stick on a cleanly rebound. Still loose, back door. Oh, and finally taken away by the Reavers defense. Racing up ice, Madison working against Baker. Madison pushed it along into the corner. Still with the puck, played up the boards. Caught out of the air by Lee, and now Jory ahead with Lee. Kraft trailing. Kraft recovering the loose puck, working towards the net. Down low, a little give and go back for Kraft. Oh, and he can't quite pull the trigger on the backhand, tied up out front. Puck moved below the goal line. Jory has it here. Spinning away from pressure, he looks to find someone to move the puck to. Kraft off the far boards, played back for Jory. Watched by Madison. Kraft will get the puck down low. Lee after it, but Davidson first to it for the Reavers. Davidson off the glass and ahead. Back now, Madison in the offensive zone. Simeon and Curdy with him. Madison in, below the net, to the point. Frederick with a look on net and looking for a tip or something up front, but not any tape to be found. 8:07 still to go, period 2. Mountaineers back into the offensive zone. Quite pass for Kraft. He's centered. He gets it right through the crease, but a stick saved by McAllister. Now Lee out of the corner. Davidson frees up a puck, trying to move it out over the blue line. Back the other way, Neeson dumps it in. Mountaineers have to tag up to avoid the offside. McAllister out to set up the puck for Frederick. Little drop there for Davidson. Now freed up here by the Reavers into the offensive zone. Vagel in all alone. A shot and saved by Offit. Oh, another nice save there by the Mountaineers netminder. Back to the point for Lind. Lind working his way in, firing. Toe save, puck loose out front. Oh, here's Ritter, and that's well wide of the net. You need a soccer net for that one. Here's Calic now moving it towards the net. Turned the other way, though, by Neeson. To the point, not out, though. Nice hold by Lind to keep the zone. Lind working towards the net again. Another shot, stick saved by Offit. McGee plays it to the corner out of harm's way. And Neeson up and ahead for Jory. Jory hustling after it. No icing, says the official. Both players diving after it. The puck rolling to the near boards. And we're going to get a trip here, I believe, going against Vagel. interference to call, rather. That's also on the list of things you can't do in hockey. And that'll put the Mountaineers on the power play for the next minute 30. 6:50 still to go in the game, and a one-goal game. So a goal on the power play here would mean a tie game for the Mountaineers. Of course, the Reavers are looking to kill it off on the penalty kill. We'll see what happens here. Berger for Tompkins. Back to Berger. Berger weaving, putting one on right into the midsection of McAllister. So face-off coming up, and we'll do it again. Only so far taken 11 seconds off the penalty. Tompkins on the draw for Berger. Berger with a look towards the net, moves one on, tipped out front, saved McAllister. He hung with that one after the tip by Savan. Berger puts the puck down low. Hetland recovers it though to the point, not out, held by Berger. No, stripped away by Ritter. Here's Ritter. One defender to beat, Cram is back, Ritter in. Ritter centering for Lind, tying up with Berger though. And Savan recovers a loose puck, heads back the other direction. Still working against Lind. Savan gets it ahead over the line, but now back the other way is Ritter. Into the offensive zone, Reavers turned over. Savan, outlet pass for Tompkins. Tompkins in, swatted away by McAllister. Nice play by the Reavers netminder. 37 seconds still on the penalty here. Dumped down the ice by Davidson, and that'll kill some time on the penalty kill for the Reavers. 5:47 still to go in the period. 25 seconds on the penalty. Cram sets up here, moved up for Helbing. Helbing now watched by Madison. Madison freeing up a puck. Stopped at the blue line, but Andreas recovers a loose puck. Moving it back the other way. Madison recovers, tries to split the D, but Berger, a good play there to break that one up. Now Berger back the other way, 5 seconds left on the penalty. Isaac now. Madison forcing a loose puck. Back to even strength we are. So the Reavers able to kill off the penalty. Mountaineers not able to score on the power play. Puck loose below the goal line. Vagel has it here, fresh out of the box. Towards the net, bouncing off a couple Mountaineers skates. Neeson tries to get it out, but he's stopped by a couple different black jerseys. Into the corner now. Baker and Madison. Baker coming away with it. Spinning away from pressure from Vagel. Again, spinning away from pressure. Baker chips up the boards. Helbing has it here. Again, 2 black jerseys supporting. Andreas, a shot blocked out front by Baker, and he's just going to flick that out of the zone to take some of the pressure off. Davidson will recover and dump that one in deep. Baker with a little bit of time here, 4.5 to go, period number 2. Up ahead for Jory. Jory against Davidson, shot on from a narrow angle, and hanging with that all the way is McAllister for a whistle. So face-off coming with 4:17 still to go in period number 2. Here we go. Reavers win the draw. Right below the goal line. Calix sets up here, flushed from behind the net by Jory. Up off the boards for Frederick. Frederick tangling up with Kraft. Kraft pokes it free the other direction, but Calix back to get it. Ahead now Lind. Into the offensive zone. Lind checks for teammates over his shoulder. Drops for Frederick. Frederick a shot on. Tipped out front, but that's wide of the net. Good opportunity on a play anyway. Oh, there's one. There's a Reavers goal leaking right through the pads, and that's into the back of the net. That's going to be their second goal of the night, and that one's going to come at 3:43 here in period number 2. So Reavers double their lead. It's now Reavers 2, Mountaineers 0. Faceoff is away at center ice. Lind has this one. Played D to D and ahead for Purdy. Now out of the corner. Shot on. Stick save by Offord, and they'll dive on that one with a glove. So we'll get a whistle and a faceoff coming up to his right. To the point, Hetland now with time fires. Stick save by Offit. Not sure if he saw that one from the point, but he got the save. Rebound loose and makes a nice glove save there. Good job by Offit to keep that one out of the net. Face-off coming up now to his left. Lind and Savon on the draw. One by Savon to the corner. Now Baker after it. Back to get it. Weaves around one black jersey. Make it 2. Make it 3. I mean, technically 2 because that's the same guy still, but you know what I mean. Ahead for Kraft. Here's Kraft now. Rink wide for Savon. Savon races after it. Like a Savon working against Calic from below the goal line. Savon centering, loose out front. Working after it is Kraft, but big save there by McAllister. Up to the point. Neeson with time. Moves it back down low for Kraft. Kraft spins away from pressure, works his way towards the net, gets a shot off. Saved by McAllister, and they'll get a whistle. So face-off coming up now out of the Reavers end. Mountaineers opt to change 3 out of 5. Reavers changing 2 out of 5. 2:42 still to go in the period. Madison and Savon on the draw. We get a player coming away with it cleanly. It leaks away to the point. Tipped out of the zone by Vagel. Back to center. Berger has it here. He'll play it up the boards for Savon. Savon rink wide for Crime. He'll dump it in. Back to get it Davidson. Davidson tries to play it out. Blocked by Lee. Again around the boards. Tipped but not out. Cram pressured. Plays it rink wide for Tompkins. Tompkins down low. Baker, or Savon rather, right out front, and a nice save by McAllister. Keeps that out of the net. Played out of the zone now. Ritter racing, but he's blocked by Tompkins. Madison in. Nice stick check from Crom breaks that up. Now Vagel will take a chance. Shot, but a pad save from off of the puck to the corner here. Tipped up to the line. Lee snares it out of the air, and working against 2 different Reavers, moves into the zone, but the puck knocked away from him. Ritter ahead for Vagel off the near wing. Into the offensive zone go the Reavers with 1:40 left. Shot from a high slot from Madison. It's tipped up and into the glass. Berger recovers, Tompkins recovers and flings it down. Tipped by Frederick, so that'll negate any icing. And back racing after to Savon. Savon freeing it up. McGee helping. Savon towards the net. Lee Tompkins out front. A shot saved by McAllister. Wow, Tompkins there on the back doorstep after the Mountaineers forced a turnover in the Reavers zone. Opportunity there for the green team. 1:16 still on the clock here, period number 2, as we get set for an offensive zone draw for the Mountaineers, defensive zone draw for the Reavers. Face-off is away. Cram has it from the point. Tipped right out front. Jory, an opportunity. He buries it. Oh, what a weird bounce off the end boards right onto the tape of Jory, and no doubt about it, he puts it in the back of the net. It'll be a late period goal for the Mountaineers, and it's going to cut the Reavers lead in half. It's now Reavers 2, Mountaineers 1. That one's going to come at 1:07. Face-off is away. Berger has it here. Off the far boards. Cram slings it for Helving. Well offside is Jory, so Helving will have to delay to avoid the offside. Down into the offensive zone she goes. Shot on. McAllister under the pad. Ooh, and that one almost underneath the pad of McAllister, but he leans into it, squeezes it against the ice, and gets the whistle. 44 seconds is all that's left on the clock here, period number 2. Face-off is away. Shot out front is blocked. Calic comes away with it. Weaving through one Mountaineer. Calic racing through neutral ice in the offensive zone. Calic in centering, but it's swatted away by Berger. Ortiz hanging with it. Gets a backhander. Again blocked by Berger up into the corner. 25 seconds here. Jory has it. Moves it ahead for Helbing, but miscommunication. She's headed the other direction, and the pass going the opposite direction. and it'll end up being icing. So face-off back to the Mountaineers zone with 17 seconds to go here, period number 2. This icing call is brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces the quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. An outlet pass for Jory is captured out of the air by Calic with a high stick, says the official. So with 10 seconds left, that'll bring the face-off down into the Reavers zone. Boy, can the Mountaineers do anything here with 10 seconds left? That would tie, a goal here would tie the game up at 2 going into the third period. That'd be a heck of a boost for the green team. Reavers, of course, looking to win the draw and get the puck out of the zone. Backhander from Jory, wide of the net, rattling around. Ritter first to it. He's got Lind with him, finds Lind. Lind in all alone. Lind, a shot, pad saved by Offit, puck to the corner, and that's going to do it. Heck of an opportunity there for the Reavers, but we go into the third period with Reavers 2, Mountaineers 1. Still 15 minutes of hockey left to play, though. Stay tuned for period number 3. It's FMA Hockey. All right, folks, welcome back. It's period 3, FMA Hockey, and period 3 is not sponsored. So if you'd like to promote your business or event to our live stream audience, well, we'd love to work with you on air. Just email us at advertising@fmahockey.com for more details. So that's advertising@fmahockey.com for more details. Reavers deciding they do want to play with 5. I thought they might only play with 4 for a moment, but 5 it is. Dumped into the zone by Madison. Off it, tees it up for Baker. And Baker with some space. He'll look for an outlet here. Off the boards and ahead for Helbing. A weird bounce, and it ends up off her skate and back to neutral ice. Moved ahead over a stick. Neeson has it. Tries to find a stretch pass, but it's intercepted by Madison and just a bit offside. So a whistle will bring us back to neutral ice, and we'll get a face-off coming up here. Still early, period 3, 14:34, still on the clock. Madison pokes the draw ahead. Bagel frees it up. He calls for a pass. Sometimes I wonder if he doesn't do that just as like a decoy thing to make people think like he's going to pass it someplace, and then he goes the other direction. Cross ice pass, stolen away, well off a skate boot anyway. And finally swatted out of the zone by Isaac. It was going to bounce off a board. No icing as Helbing hustles to it. Good job by her to beat the icing call. Savon working it back low. Helbing has it here. Finding Baker at the point. Baker firing one on, saved by McAllister. Rebound loose though, taken away by Calic, and he moves it back up ice. Calic trying to weave through a defender, but it's blocked by Baker. Good defensive play there by the Mountaineers captain. Calic still with it from below the goal line, shoveling it. It bounces off awkwardly off the back of the net and to the point. Frederick able to hold the line, and Reavers still control the zone. Curdy weaving through a couple sticks right into the slaughter. He puts a shot on, he puts it in the back of the net. Curdy scores, and that's going to restore the Reavers 2-goal lead. One's going to make it now. Reavers 3, Mountaineers 1. And that goal is going to come early in the third, 13:29. Both teams set for the draw. Here it is. It'll be Jory and Madison off the draw. One back. Reavers control. Ahead for Ritter. Ritter working his way towards the net. A backhander on, and he scores. Logan Ritter with a backhand, and that comes mere seconds after the last goal. That's going to extend the lead to 3. It's now Reavers 4, Mountaineers 1. Still lots of hockey left to be played, though, here in period number 3. Ritter and Jory again on the draw. Ritter wins it back to the point for Davidson. Worked ahead into the offensive zone. Ritter in. Hetland with him. Ritter centering, but Hetland tied up on the back door. Can't quite get to the puck. There's Curdy out of the corner. Taken away, though, by Berger. Berger for the Mountaineers through neutral ice. Into the offensive zone. Berger, a hard shot. Blockered away by McAllister. To the point. Jory back to Berger. Berger, another shot. Sticked away by McAllister off the end boards. It's out of the zone, and here comes Ritter with speed the other direction. Ritter in, weaving through a couple defenders, but losing the puck in the process and losing an edge. Going down a bit awkwardly, but quick to his feet. That's always good to see. Everybody's got to get to work tomorrow. Here, 12:18 left to play, period number 3. Puck off the boards, back to neutral ice. Andreas has it here, plays for Ritter, but it's out of his reach. Cram's going to play it up the near wing. Tipped into the zone by Lee, taken away though by Lind. Reavers look to regroup out of their own end now. Turn the other way, here's Kraft into the offensive zone. Pressured by 3 different black jerseys. Puck loose below the goal line. Kraft has it here. From a narrow angle, he puts it off the post and out. Davidson recovers, played to the point. Cram will try and get it down low. He gets it to Kraft. Kraft tries to center. It takes a weird bounce, ends up on the backhand of Lee, and he had an opportunity right out front. Puck moved to the point for Cram again. Back down low for Kraft. Back for Cram. Mountaineers looking to set something up here. Right out front, Savant a shot, and glove down, puck loose, and McAllister losing the goal stick in the process. Puck flicked back the other way. Cram back in. Kraft. Logan McAllister picking up his goaltender stick and heading back into the crease. Kraft now weaving out of the corner. Stolen away though by Madison, and Madison hustles through neutral ice. 11:02 still to go, period 3. Both teams battling right at the center red line. Here's Lee in. Taken away by the Reavers. Curdy now spinning. Lind is not Curdy. Centering, but no one can get tape on it. Baker taking it away, and here's Matt Baker now. Moving the puck up ice with speed. Matt Baker through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Pressured by 3 different Reavers out of the corner. Puck worked ahead to Simeon. And offside, says the official. So it looked like Baker taking a penalty there. It might be an interference call. Let's see. Offsetting penalties for, I'm not familiar with that hand motion karate chop. Five on five, signals the official. So offsetting penalties here. Both the players will be back out on the ice after the penalty expires and after the next whistle. Still 5 on 5 aside for both teams. Calic here. Shot on hard and off the end glass. So after the icing, puck all the way back down. Face off out of the Mountaineers zone one more time. To the near wing, Tompkins able to tip it out of the zone. Jory has it, racing in, Calic back, Jory towards the net, a backhander, but nice save McAllister. Second attempt from Jory, but he can't get a clean shot away. And the Reavers push it back to neutral ice. Neeson back to get it, pressured by Frederick. Trying to weave through a defender, but Curdy able to block that one. Curdy through neutral ice, trying to get it ahead, but McGee, nice play there to block that. Curdy out of the corner, watched by Berger. All the way around, Ritter has it, back for Frederick. Frederick to the point. Davidson here. Now for Andreas. Poked ahead by Tompkins, and we go back the other way. Lind back defensively with Davidson. Tompkins now puck swept off his stick. Lind recovers. And the Reavers trying to head up ice. Ritter recovering a loose puck here right at the center face-off dot, trying to work his way in. He does. Oh, he can't quite pull the trigger. Good poke check there by Offit to keep the puck away from the crease. Back the other way we go with Jory. Helbing off the near wing. Isaac trailing. A shot from Jory blockered away by McAllister into the corner. Jory recovers here. 8:48 still to go in period 3. Towards the net, off the back door. Isaac, a couple opportunities. It's loose. Snow Angel by McAllister, and he gets on it. Oh, man, Isaac had a couple great opportunities on the back door, but that Snow Angel from McAllister, you just lay down, look up at the lights, and hope for the best, and he does, and it works, and it's out of the net, and we'll get a face-off coming up now to his left. Still 5 seconds remaining in those offsetting penalties, so still 5 aside, and both of those players out of the box after the next whistle. Outlet pass here. Ahead for Simeon into the offensive zone, tangling up with Savon. Now Lind trying to move it ahead for Madison. Taking the other way though, out of the reach of Helbing. And Davidson recovers. Moved up for Lind into the offensive zone. Here's Grant Lind with a look. Oh, nice pass there for Madison, but it's blocked down by Nick Isaac. Isaac back the other way now, ahead for Berger, but just out of his reach. That allows Davidson to recover. Davidson here, moved ahead for Madison. Madison weaving, working towards the net. Short angle shot, but a save from Offit keeps that out of the net. So face-off coming up now out of the Mountaineers zone. Both players back on the ice after the offsetting incidental penalties. 7:54 still to go, period number 3. Out of the corner, Madison turns and fires, accidentally bounces it off the skate of the official, and that one trickles out of the zone. Then Mountaineers recover. McAllister teeing it up and trying to find a stretch pass there. Baker steals it away, though. His line mates still have to tag up after the offside, so he heads back to retreat a little bit, buy some time now into the offensive zone. Baker trying to work it through the skates of Hetland. Nice play there defensively by Hetland to break that up, and tipped out of the zone by Vagel. Back through neutral ice we go. Vagel's going to sling that one all the way around the boards. The old dump and chase, but most of the emphasis on the dump and not so much on the chase. Back to neutral ice we go. 7:11 still to play in the period. Madison trying to work towards the net through a couple different poke checks. Finally putting it on, but it's blocked by Neeson. Now ahead. Kraft and Madison back, or excuse me, Baker. Baker spinning and firing, but blocked out front by Calic. Now the other direction for the Reavers. Bagel on his tape through center ice. Dropping for Madison. Madison spinning back for Baker. Excuse me, Bagel, but taken away by the Mountaineers. Now the other direction we go. Kraft pokes it in. Out to play it is McAllister, and he fires that one with authority into the benches. Boy, I don't know how some people handle that goal stick one-handed and still get that much on a pass. So we'll get a fresh puck, and face-off coming up now out of the Reavers zone. Still 6:31 to play in period 3. Reavers lead by 3 by a score of 4-1. Here's Lind off the near wing into the offensive zone. Losing a bit of a handle on it. The puck's still knocked into the corner. Calic has it here. Down low for Ritter. Ritter with a look to the point. Andreas a shot wide of the net on the back doorstep. Lind. Neeson poking it around the boards though. On the out of the zone for Lee. Lee and Jory both hustling after it, but it's taken away by Calic. Calic now tangling up with Kraft. Puck worked free back the other direction, though stolen away by Jory. Nice play by Kraft and Calic to break it up with a skate. Into the zone, Ritter working towards the net, a shot, but it's swallowed up by Offit. No rebound at all, and a face-off coming up out of the Mountaineers zone. 5:43 still to go, period number 3. Tipped out of the zone. Here it is, a 2-on-1. Kraft in. Maintaining possession, working towards the net. Kraft looks, fires, he scores! Screened out front by Lee. What a nice play there by both the Mountaineers forwards, and Kraft buries that one. And we've got a 2-goal game once more. It's now Reavers 4, Mountaineers 2. Still 5:30 left to go in period 3. Bounced the other way by Andreas, all the way down, and that'll be an icing call. So icing at 5:23, and of course, as always, brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces the quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Here's Hetland now out of his own end, plays her on the boards for Vagel. Now Madison off the near wing, pressured by 2 green jerseys. Goes rink wide for Andreas. Andreas swatting it towards the net, taken away though by Jory. Below the goal line here, both players tangle up for it. Jory spins away from pressure. Vagel loses an edge and down in the heat, back to his feet. Berger in. A shot on, tied up a little bit on the shot, and it's wide of the net. Kraft fighting for it out of the corner. Berger's going to dump it in deep. Bouncing around the boards, Cram pinching. Centering and swatted away by Hetland. Davidson to recover a loose puck. 4.5 to go, period 3. Davidson over the offensive line for the Reavers. His shot sticked away by Offit. Now Davidson centers, but it's stolen away by the Mountaineers. Kraft on an outlet pass for Lee, just off his backhand into the corner, watched by Frederick. Frederick forcing a loose puck. Savon pressuring. Davidson stepping into support. Tipped out of the zone and ahead, but an awkward pass allows Cram to recover. Floated ahead, Savon into the zone, swatted off his stick by Frederick, and back to neutral ice we go. 3:52 still to go, period 3. Berger working his way in. Can't outstretch Davidson, and Davidson recovers a loose puck. Poked up off the boards. Lee has it. tries to work it towards the net. It's blocked initially, finally able to get it towards the net. Davidson gets to it, floating it ahead for Frederick. Here's Russ Frederick in. Watched by Cram. Frederick spinning away from pressure. He's got some time. Sets it up towards the net, looking for a tip or something from Curdy, but can't quite get any tape on it. Stretch pass for Tompkins into the zone. Levi Tompkins weaving, and that one's off his tape and rolling wide of the net into the corner. Ritter on a loose puck now moves the other way. 3:14 still to go, third period. Into the offensive zone. Logan Ritter towards the net, circling, looking to the point. Frederick now, a shot blocked out front by McGee, turned the other way by Matt Baker, finding Tompkins. Oh, and it just bounces over his stick. Calic to a loose puck now. Under 3 minutes, period 3. With time, Calic setting up, moving ahead for Hetland. Tipped into the offensive zone. Neeson recovers, moved back to neutral ice. Jory back for Neeson. Off the far wing to Baker. Rolling off his stick. Ritter has it, if only for a moment, before it's taken away by Jory. Jory again tries the center, taken away by Calic. Calic below the net. Moving rink wide for Hetland as the clock 2:05 left to go, third period. Helbing has it here. She looks to set up. Bounced off Jory and into the offensive zone, but slung back the other way. Here's an opportunity for the Reavers. It's a 3-on-1. Reavers in, 3-on-1. Oh, and lifted over the back of the net by Lind. Recovering a loose puck towards the net. Loose out front. Poke check from Offit. Breaks that one up. Puck to the near boards. Held by Lind. Working towards the net. Lind pulling it to his forehand, but blocked by Baker. 1:30 still to go. Period 3. Reavers pressuring late. Lind out of the corner. Works it around down low for Vagel. Vagel down low for Madison. No, excuse me, Ritter. Ritter back for Lind. Trying to center, but tied up by Baker. Baker working it free and ahead to the line, but not out. Held by Hetland, but stolen away here by Helbing. Now off for Jory. Damian Jory into the offensive zone. Off it to the bench. Extra attacker for the Mountaineers. 1 minute left. Puck floated ahead. Davidson takes a look. Davidson with time, bouncing it around, and that one's going to be wide of the net. Icing, says the official. So Davidson looking for that empty net, but not able to sink it from all the way down the ice. So icing brings us back to the Reavers' end. Still 46 seconds left to go. Empty net for the Mountaineers. They've got the extra attacker on. See if they can't get a goal here off the face-off, and then go from there. First, you got to get one. To the point, Neeson with a look. Working it down low, Kraft. Right out front, Baker a shot. Oh, gloved, snared down by McAllister. Baker shakes his head. He was loose right there in the slot, had a good shot on it, but McAllister so quick with that leather. Face-off coming up now, 36 seconds left. It'll be Madison for the Reavers, Savon for the Mountaineers. Face-off is away. It's towards the net, held into the zone by Berger. He turns and fires, but it's off a skate of Lind into the corner. Hetland has it, played up the board, stolen away by Baker. Baker weaving, tied up out front, delayed call, and that'll be a trip. So that'll send Hetland to the box with 23 seconds left to go, period 3. That'll give an extra attacker. I mean, not like an extra. They'll have the one extra, but then they'll have like the defaulted extra, which is really just the normal person. Really, it's the Reavers that are short a person here. So what might look like 2 extra skaters is really only 1 extra skater, but amplified by the short skater of the. Anyway, here's Kraft in. Kraft shoots and swallowed up by McAllister. Good opportunity there from Kraft. He's got one tonight, hungry for a second. 12 seconds left for the third period. It'll be on the draw. Savant for the Mountaineers and Madison for the Reavers. Face-off is away. Out of the corner now. Kraft has it. He's pressured by Vagel. Kalik has it. He'll sling it just down low to run out some time. And that'll do it. Through 3 periods, your final score in game number 2. It's Reavers 4, Mountaineers 2. Hey, folks, if you like hockey, though, check it out on Sunday. We got 2 great games coming up for you at 5:45. It's going to be Redcaps taking on the Riptide, and then after that, it'll be the Albatross taking on a very handsome Sea Crates team. On behalf of audiovisual producer Mark, statistician John, puck-fetching guy Jaden, and executive producer Tracy, I've been your host for tonight, Adam. It's been a pleasure having you. Until Sunday, check out all the rest at fmahockey.com. We'll see you then. Have a great night.